Why the ancient Egyptian civilization is one of the best in the world. The ancient Egyptian civilization, which spanned thousands of years, remains one of the most awe-inspiring and influential cultures in human history. Situated along the Nile River, Egypt's civilization flourished for over 3,000 years, from around 3100 BC to 30 BC. During this time, the Egyptians achieved extraordinary feats in art, science, architecture, and governance, many of which still captivate the world today. So, what makes ancient Egypt stand out as one of the best civilizations in the world? Let's take a closer look at the elements that contributed to its greatness. Masterpieces of architecture, the pyramids and temples. One of the most remarkable aspects of ancient Egyptian civilization is its architectural achievements, most notably the pyramids. The Great Pyramid of Giza, built during the reign of Pharaoh Khufu around 2580 BCE, is the only one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world that still stands today. These enormous structures were not just tombs for the pharaohs. They were symbols of the Egyptians' advanced understanding of engineering and mathematics. The precision with which the pyramids were constructed, using millions of limestone blocks, has puzzled modern engineers for centuries. Their enduring presence and grandeur demonstrate the Egyptians' exceptional skills in construction, planning, and organization. In addition to the pyramids, the Egyptians built massive temples dedicated to their gods, such as the Grand Karnak Temple and the stunning Abu Simbel temples. These structures were not only places of worship, but also symbols of the pharaoh's divine power and the state's control over the land. The scale, beauty, and durability of Egyptian architecture continue to inspire awe even in the modern era. Scientific innovations, medicine, mathematics, and astronomy. The ancient Egyptians were pioneers in various fields of science that laid the foundation for modern disciplines. In medicine, they were incredibly advanced for their time. Egyptian doctors were skilled in treating injuries, performing surgeries, and using natural remedies. They understood the human body and developed a range of medical techniques, many of which influenced future civilizations, including the Greeks and Romans. In mathematics, the Egyptians mastered geometry and arithmetic. Their knowledge was essential for building the pyramids and other architectural wonders, requiring precise calculations of angles, dimensions, and volumes. They also used a form of early algebra to solve practical problems related to land measurement and taxation. The Egyptians were also keen astronomers, studying the stars and using their observations to create an accurate 365-day calendar. This calendar was essential for agricultural planning, particularly in predicting the annual flooding of the Nile River, which was crucial for farming. The ability to track celestial bodies and their cycles demonstrated the Egyptians' sophisticated understanding of the natural world. Religion and philosophy, the afterlife and divine order. Religion was the cornerstone of Egyptian society, influencing every aspect of life from governance to art. The Egyptians had a complex pantheon of gods and goddesses, each governing different aspects of the world. Osiris, the god of the afterlife, and Isis, his wife and sister, were central figures in Egyptian mythology, representing themes of death, resurrection, and eternal life. This belief in the afterlife shaped much of Egyptian culture, with an emphasis on preserving the body through mummification and building elaborate tombs for the deceased. Pharaohs, believed to be divine rulers chosen by the gods, were seen as intermediaries between the gods and the people. They were not just political leaders, but also spiritual figures who maintained Ma'at, the concept of cosmic order and balance. This belief in divine rule and order helped unify Egypt under a centralized government, allowing the civilization to endure for thousands of years. Cultural achievements, art, writing, and literature. The art of ancient Egypt was deeply intertwined with their religious beliefs. Egyptian art focused on representing idealized figures, with a strict set of rules governing proportions and colors. Wall paintings, sculptures, and jewelry from this era are among the finest examples of ancient art, reflecting the Egyptians' respect for beauty, symmetry, and harmony. The famous painted tombs of pharaohs, such as those in the Valley of the Kings, offer a glimpse into the daily life, beliefs, and aspirations of the ancient Egyptians. One of the most significant cultural achievements of ancient Egypt was the invention of writing. The Egyptians developed hieroglyphics, a system of pictorial symbols used to represent words and sounds. This form of writing enabled the Egyptians to record their history, religious texts, and administrative details, ensuring that their legacy would be passed down through generations. The Rosetta Stone, discovered in 1799, was key to deciphering hieroglyphics and unlocking the secrets of ancient Egypt's written language. The Egyptians also produced some of the earliest known literature, including the pyramid texts, which were written to help guide the pharaohs into the afterlife. Additionally, the instruction of Tahotep, a work of wisdom literature, reveals the value Egyptians placed on ethics, justice, and social harmony, governance and social structure, unity and stability. Another reason for Egypt's greatness was its highly organized society. The Egyptian government was a theocratic monarchy, where the pharaoh was both a political and religious leader. The pharaoh's divine status allowed them to maintain unity and control over the vast territory of Egypt. This centralized system allowed for impressive public works, military defense, and economic growth. The Egyptians had a clear social hierarchy, but it was a system that allowed for some mobility. The viziers, priests, scribes, and artisans all played vital roles in keeping the society functioning smoothly. The agricultural workers, while at the bottom of the hierarchy, were essential for the success of the civilization, providing food through their labor on the fertile banks of the Nile. The enduring legacy of ancient Egypt. The influence of ancient Egypt is still felt today in various aspects of modern life. From the grand architectural styles seen in modern buildings to the scientific principles discovered by Egyptian doctors and mathematicians, their contributions shaped many aspects of Western and Eastern cultures. Their religious ideas about the afterlife influenced later spiritual traditions, and their art and literature continue to inspire countless generations. Moreover, Egypt's legacy lives on in its most enduring symbol, the pyramids. These colossal structures continue to draw millions of tourists and historians from around the world, reminding us of the greatness of this ancient civilization.